Hey, good afternoon. So just come up to the woods and that for a bit. Just thought I'd check in. Justin, how you doing? The North Arts bushcrafter. So yeah, just come up to the woods. Just dropped some wood and some water off to my camp just to have a little bit of a restock and a supply, and a lovely bit of coffee in the cookser. So having a bit of a restock and supply of the camp and that today. And just leaving some bits up here, and while I was doing that at home, I just wanted to get some bits put back into my Tinder pouch. This goes with me absolutely everywhere, it's one of the most fundamental items of kit I have, along with my knife, axe, water canteen and my firebox stove. This, my Tinder pouch, is absolutely brilliant. Now, if you can see this I got last year from bushlaw.co.uk. Has an Etsy site, has a Facebook and Instagram page and that as well. I brought this through eBay, and I've actually brought a few of the items that he sells. Absolutely fantastic product. So this is a leather pouch, and I say I have it absolutely with me at all times. It's a great product. I keep quite a bit in here, and I'll explain why. So it's a leather pouch, drawstring with a deer and a toggle and that on it. This is his logo and that, which is like an owl, and that, if you can see that on there, it's a little owl. So in here, okay, we'll just break it open. Here's my Tinder pouch. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that open, just to give you a quick idea of some of the bits that I actually keep in here. So right at the top, just because of the way it fits into the pouch, silver birch bark roll that I have rolled up, and then a sheet of silver birch bark and that, which I can use to scrape back and then strike against, and in conjunction with the roll of silver birch that I have, and that absolutely fantastic. Get that on your fire, get a flame going really quick and easy. So I always try to have a couple of pieces of silver birch and that in there. This is my ferrocerium rod and striker, which I always use. Absolutely love this, fantastic. And again, this is actually from Bushlaw, and this will give you a better idea. That's the logo that you look for when you're finding it on Facebook. Bushlaw, fantastic. So there's my ferrocerium rod and striker. This is one of the little things I got from my friend, the Wild Nestorond, Jason Calaz. You can find him as the Wild Nestorond on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook. Really good bushcraft buddy of mine. He made me this, which is a copper tube in there, with some jute string and that in there. So there's some cordage in there, jute cordage that's been soaked in beeswax on there, and it's like a little firelighter really. So if you get that going, okay, you get your spark and that on there, it will just keep going. So once it's going on there with like the beeswax and the resin that's on there, it will just keep going. So once if you get a strike on there, you can keep that going, and then you just pull it through to extinguish it and pop it out. So that's a handy, great little addition on there. You can make these yourself or get Jay to make you one. So keep that in the kit now. That is absolutely brilliant. What I've also got from Bushlaw, as I say, I've brought a few of his products. This is not an endorsement, although it kind of is. Okay, is again my little flint striker with some flint. Okay, so it comes in a little pouch. There's an absolutely fantastic piece of flint in there, and I've got my little striker forge and that on there with my initials JJ on there, and again I've got a piece of leather which this comes with, and of course you'd obviously put your char cloth on this as well. And again, it's a great thing to have. Different means of friction for fire starting. So I keep that in there. One really good piece of flint, I say it's absolutely fantastic, top grade quality flint in there as well. Part of the kit, but just also as a secondary, I've got an open L knife. There we go. It's just one of my open L knives. I think this is the number 6, so I've got a few. I keep this one in here with the orange colour on that because it's easy to see as fading light conditions go. Fantastic, sharp little knife, great for getting your little feather sticks and that going. Back of the actual blade will also take a spark going, which is brilliant. So just take that lock off. Fantastic little knife. Always keep a small little knife in your pouch. Generally keep 2 to 3 little fatwood sticks in there. Just small little ones that you could feather and break open, get some little splints and that off. So some little fatwood sticks, feather those, get them in your fire. High resin content, really starts to build that fire going, and that. So that's a few of those in there. Now, a couple of the other little products that I just keep in here as well. I'm just going to go through. I'm just going to empty it all out now. Okay, I keep this in the tin, but I can keep it in the pouch as well. This is K-pop tinder. Okay, so it's a fibrous material that I get from Bush Law. You can use cotton wool and other things and that, but this really does strike. I keep some of that in there. You can keep it separate, but I like to just keep it all enclosed. And that, you throw a spark onto that, boom, it literally just goes up. Another little thing from Bush Law. There you go. I'll just kind of keep this handy just as an emergency. This is a survival candle that's in there. So a great little thing just to keep in your kit. Maybe not everyone always has room to put one of these in the kit, but a candle which will obviously just keep a flame going, and that is a great little addition in there as well. In here, in a little pouch, that which is recyclable, is amber dust. Okay, and amber dust, okay, is fatwood. Yeah, so it's fatwood that's literally just been broken down into minute little grains. And what I generally do is I will put the fatwood dust, the amber dust, on top of the K-pop tinder, throw a strike on there, poof, it literally just goes up like you wouldn't believe. An emergency lighter. Okay, don't frown upon carrying a lighter. Always make sure it's full. It's good to go. Okay, never know when you're going to need it. Okay, it's always good. Last resort is a lighter. Okay, I tend to keep a couple of little firelighters in here as well. Nothing wrong with firelighters. Okay, rather than using all your resources up quickly, these are small, minimal. Once they've got a flame and them going, boom, go. Get your kindling on, use them. And then last but by no means least, I've got some cotton wool. Some little cotton wool buds. Okay, sorry, these got some other bits on them. So some cotton wool buds that have just been kind of dipped in like petroleum, you know, like Vaseline and that. And they, again, will take a load of sparks and just get going. And right in the bottom, right in the very bottom, is literally, this is, what can I describe this as? A mix of everything. This is little bits of fire lighters, little bits of tiny cotton wool, little bits of the K-pop tinder, tiny little twigs. I keep a good handful of that in the bottom of my pouch. get your fire going, whack that on. Again, it just feeds that flame. It really does get it going really, really well. So that just gives you a quick idea of some of the bits that I keep in my pouch. It tends to sort of change and take some bits out, put some bits in, but generally ferrocerium rod, absolute must, never be without it. Small little knife, always have that, always have that. Flint and steel, one of the oldest sources of fire friction. Jay's little jute candle, and that jute candle match. Birch bark roll and a strip of the actual bark itself. These are fantastic. Okay, everyone has their own different bits that they like to put in their fire pouch, their tinder pouch. And say I use this every now and again. I just give the pouch a good clean out. Make sure that toggle's done nice and tight. Give it a good clean. Give it a little bit of a wax coating with some beeswax and that, and there we go. So yeah, always have this. I say, great products. You can get these if you buy these from Bush Law. He does offer several different tan colours of the actual hide itself, and I quite like this. It's got a really lovely colour, a tan brown. Absolutely fantastic. Always have this with me. Know how to use every single bit that's in there. Try different ways of firelighting and friction. Always adapt. Always be looking to add little bits in, take bits out, find out what you're using more often. But those are my basic fundamentals. So it just gives you an idea. There you go. Cheers. Bye.